gonna stick names on this one.
3, 2, 1, go!
Alright. Joestar got his stage pick of Pokemon Stadium 1. Very fortunate of him to be able to do this.
This is Pokemon Stadium 1, not Stadium.
This is Pokemon Stadium 1.
Is there any real difference between platforms?
I will say there is actually a significant difference in terms of balance across the stage list. Pokemon Stadium 1 actually has smaller side blast zones and slightly different platform sizes, at least compared to the rest of the stage, making the stage a little more narrower and less prone to camp and play styles. Which was the one complaint you had seen often out of Pokemon Stadium 2, if ever.
Yeah. I mean, if you're really gonna camp, then you go to couches.
I mean, yeah, Town and City is gigantic, and that's still a neutral.
Yeah.
Well, gigantic compared to the rest of the stage list. It really is like just the right size for a big stage.
Yeah.
Anyway, for the majority of this match, HypestTown's been getting these aerials in really cleanly, dodging around these big dish joints getting thrown out by Mr. Joestar. Nice get up, and the dash attack's actually going to take the stock.
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't see sparks, so I'm assuming that's a little bit of a bad DI there.
I would assume as well, but you never know for sure.
I think he went left rather than right, so he just went up straight to that blast zone rather than falling at the curve.
Yeah. All right, we have a lot of hunting for these aerials, and HypestTown's going to get one in. You know, as much as that down air really has not seen a single buff in this game, it still gets that general damage increase that all of the moves in this game do. And then now it's dealing 18 when it's fresh. That's pretty solid.
Back throw, not really off stage.
Huh?
I'm hearing game audio definitely.
Alright, cool. Yeah, I am too. Alright. Anyway, that's going to be an SD for Mr. Joestar. Unfortunate. Probably lost a jump somewhere. It seemed as if he was losing a jump somewhere because he was going for that deep edge guard. It almost worked out for him. Oh, that's not even a stock. He's hunting for it. He's got HypestTown Ledge. The forward smash on the pivot is gonna take it.
Almost melee-esque of his moving back and just forward smashing like a Marth would.
Yeah, you can afford to really do that now. It's not like Melee where the faster dash dance is what you're able to vary up. It's actually the slower dash dance, just like in Smash 4.
Yeah.
Except the maximum speed has been increased, so now you're able to do that in and out type movement.
Yeah.
And you're seeing him use a lot of dash back to look for these punishes. Alright. Mr. Joestar returned to the stage, tries to punch the shield, but still manages to make it back on here. 84, but there's something in HypestTown's arsenal that could definitely be helping him out here. It's almost time. Perhaps it already is time. We don't know. That's a second SD for Mr. Joestar. Unfortunate.
SD, I think he just couldn't land back on
Wario!
Nah, he could have made that up, especially if he got in just a little bit more. And also, like, you notice he got above the stage and still didn't make it back. So, like,
the stage, I thought.
no, when he up specialed, he went up to a distance above the stage and then couldn't drift in. It's possible that that was the intent and it just didn't work out.
Yeah. Town and City.
Town and City, we're gonna go for the big stage here.
I definitely prefer big stages in this game, even if like I'm not trying to really camp.
Wario!
I don't know. I like it to be tight, but not too tight. So like, some of the stages I've really been liking recently are Kalos for sure. It's like FD, but it also has that outward option. And I'm also I'm also finding myself liking Smashville more in this game now that it's closed in.
I feel like I spawn right in front of my opponent.
That too. I like that feeling of closeness on that stage. It's different on WarioWare. Perhaps we'll see that stage see the light of day if Nintendo makes one specific change to it that everyone's very familiar with now. Side blast zones, you can just die at 20. If they fix that, that's it. Anyway.
Wario getting that stock, 5% on it.
Yeah, really clean stock for HypestTown, finding his hits and not letting Joestar get his. Yeah, right there. Those types of pokes that we had just seen there were pretty much the entirety of last stock. Just casually tacking on that damage, and that back air really took it. There's not much else to be said. No,
Down there, dash attack, and thrown up to cover it up.
I liked the light zoning with the bike, but Joestar's going to actually use that to his advantage to be able to get that hitbox extension. And now Joestar in the advantage state, but HypestTown goes for the half waft.
Not a strong enough.
Yeah, he looked for that forward tilt. That forward tilt, I don't know if he would have taken it. What kind of a parry? Unbelievable work for HypestTown there. Okay, that's not quite the stock, but it's going to give really good control to HypestTown. And the forward tilt on the air dodge is going to take it. That shield's looking a little small. HypestTown, not quite relevant now. Okay, and there's the forward smash once again for Mr. Joestar, but he's already a stock down.
HypestTown taking a second.
Yeah, just gonna recollect some thoughts here. Figure out what the next plan of action is. Actually, you know what? It's also, he's Wario. That's kind of worth it. Free waft.
Yeah. He's got basic around the 6-minute mark, 5:40 around.
He's got some time to go, but it's always worth it, you know? Just in case.
Just
Okay.
to have that as an option on the table all the time. Constantly being having to win on it.
Joestar gets caught off guard by the bike, and he's now going to end up in disadvantage. HypestTown with the bike zoning. Big damage here, 74%. And the grab. And here's full stage control for HypestTown. He has the platform to play around, and that's another bite. That could be it. No, not quite. Nice forward air. And that's the jump, and he's still able to make it back on that one. Looks for the get-up shield breaker. Not working out in his favor. HypestTown doesn't need much to be able to take this stock here. Okay, great dash attack. Here's stage control for HypestTown. What's he looking for? Another bite, but up tilt. So the option that gets him this advantage state here. All right, Mr. Joestar safely returning to the stage. Shield breaker gonna make some room for himself. All right, down air. Interesting option to be able to bust through here. Forward air. Okay, tried for the, oh, okay, there it is. Yeah, tried to use that hitbox extension on the bike. Almost worked out, but HypestTown gonna roll out. Gonna be completely fine, and the dash attack will finish that stock. It's gonna be 2-0 HypestTown. Pretty solid set.